There was a strange psychedelic radio station that would play from midnight to 6 a.m. every Thursday night. Weird psychedelic songs that I had been a fan of 60s acid rock and psychedelic folk, but back in 1996 the internet didn't quite have all the content that it had, and it was a lot harder to find a lot of these records, and a lot of stuff hadn't been reissued, or at least I wasn't aware of it in my early teenage years and not really knowing what was out there. And I heard this song and it just freaked me out and creeped me out, and I had no idea who it was or what it was. And actually, in a certain way, I guess the fact that I eventually discovered who that song was and what it was, and discovered that it was Peter, so that was somewhat of a formative experience for this whole tour actually happening. I kind of can't believe I'm actually up here playing this song with you all these years later. I should also say I've got Franic from the Wave Pictures on mandolin, and I've got Dave from my band and from Johnny Flynn's band on drums. And this is a song from the immortal Have Moisey album, 1976. It's called Hoodoo Bash. Count us in, Peter.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Of the town, they're bringing Thunderbird wine and a pound of hash. Come on along if you're one of the people, 'cause we're gonna get the spirit down at the Hoodoo Bash. All them wizards from the south came up special for the big turnout. Golden Blossom singing there, they're gonna have a party and they just don't care. Fasten your seatbelts and let down your hair, 'cause tonight is the night we've been waiting for. People in trances and African dances, another kind of life is waiting behind that door. We've got supplies that will last for a week, so there ain't nothing can stop us until we crash. When we have kids, we will tell them the story about the night we got the spirit down at the Hoodoo Bash. There's no turning back once the dice are cast. Lovers and strangers will all go through changes when we get the good old spirit out of the Hoodoo Bash. are in creepy song mood, let's go to the Wax Museum. Songs are constantly being rewritten and other people's songs become part of your repertoire, and it sort of bounces back and forth, and along the way songs have a chance to evolve and get better and better theoretically and
get knocked up and get STDs and
so here's a
amazing the things you can make a song submit to.
So Peter has rewritten and greatly improved Norman Greenbaum's Spirit in the Sky, big hit.
Fixed it up.
It's now called Demon in the Ground.
And it's on the Ass in the Air album as well. I will be found. I die, my soul will be
My soul surrendered to the sin